Today we are asking, are you done with 2023? Hello, my name's Anna and I'm one half of Baba Business.
Hi, my name's Liz and I'm the other half of Baba Business, the Birth and Baby Business Academy, the community membership for birth and baby business owners.
So, Liz, we've been talking about what if you've just not had the 2023 that you were hoping to have. We're coming towards the end of the year. We're perhaps looking towards 2024. But what if you came into 2023 with sort of big plans and as you're heading towards the end now, they're not quite, you haven't quite done what you wanted to do, whether that's financially, whether that's number of clients, perhaps there were some new projects you'd hoped to start and they just haven't happened. How can we help people to end the year in a really positive way instead of feeling kind of bad about themselves and about where their business is at?
Yeah, I think it's really hard, isn't it, when you've got that sort of overall feeling of not having achieved what you set out to achieve at the beginning of the year. But something that I think is really important and something that you and I do, and actually, we provide space for it in our birth and baby business planner as well, is to do some reflection on the past, 11 months or so that you can see what you have achieved and you can see where the challenges are, and you can just take time to either feel gratitude for those things or to feel proud of those things, or to be able to look and say, okay, I'm going to work on those things a little bit more in 2024. I'm going to create a new plan, or maybe you'll notice that there's space to for more training or for more support. So reflections, I think, are really important, and I think it's something that a lot of businesses, especially small businesses, don't tend to do. They just keep going. But reflections at the end of a month, at the end of a week even, is really important. So definitely taking time now as we approach the end of the year to create space for that. And it can be as simple as going through your calendar to remind yourself of what were some of the things that you've done, who have you worked with, maybe going through some of your emails just to remind yourself of some of the things that you've done over 2023, and that can be a good place to start.
Yeah, because the way our brains are wired with that sort of negativity bias is that we tend to pick out the negative things, remember the negative things, perhaps remember the challenge and just an overall feeling of that month, or we might have this overall feeling about 2023. But when you actually go back and you think, well, hang on a minute, I did this and I did that, and actually there was a lot that I did right. And so I agree with you about going back, reflecting, but also, having that gratitude for the things you did do. And sometimes the thing you did do, it might just be getting through a challenge. It could be, well, that month was all about something going on in your family and you kind of got through that. And then you stepped back into your business and got on with it. Well, that is something that you achieved. So even though you might not think back that time as, I met lots of my goals, my business that month, you still got through something really challenging. And I think the other thing to say is that this actually feeds so well into planning, because when we plan, then we've actually got a list or some priorities that we can go back and look. And nearly every time I do this with my students, or the people that train with me, we go back and we look at our priorities in the beginning of the month, and 9 times out of 10, they've done most of them. But yet they're still coming to the end of the month feeling really negative. And it's so that's why this reviewing is so important.
Yeah, we're so hard on ourselves, aren't we? We're so critical. And the other thing to remember is that 2023 and actually, 2022 as well were difficult, challenging years for small businesses, for any business, really. I mean, the amount of changes we've seen in terms of the economy, and even just looking at your own local high street, we will have seen businesses that have shut down. We'll all have heard of local businesses that are no longer operating. That's because there has been additional pressure and additional challenges placed on businesses because of our economic situation in the UK and in other parts of the world as well, which is a knock-on effect from the pandemic and, from various other conditions as well. So we really have to kind of think to ourselves, like, look what we've done in challenging circumstances and situations. And that's something to be super proud of. Like, if your business is still going and you're still getting clients and you're still making money, it might not be the money you want to make or the amount of clients that you wanted to get, but that's a real achievement in in today's kind of world as well. But again, that's not to say that like all businesses are in danger of like being shut down. It's just
No,
created more challenge and changed consumer purchasing processes and decisions as well.
yeah, people are buying differently. I mean, the good
Yeah.
news is in our world, people are always having babies. Babies are always
Yes.
being born. And we also know that having a baby is like this huge life event for everybody. So people generally will invest in this time in their lives to have, a great birth or to have really special experiences with their baby or, to have that photo shoot done or different things. People are still happy to prioritize that money. It's just that what the trends show, especially around online services, actually, is that people are being a bit more discerning.
Yeah.
They are not just chucking money at stuff, but, on a whim. They're thinking through. So we all need to, and this is a whole nother episode. We all need to, move with that a little bit as business owners and think about, okay, well, how with that understanding can I, market and sell and create offerings for people that really matches where they're at. But going back to sort of our theme with this, we've talked about reflection, we've talked about gratitude. And I think the other thing I'd love to add to gratitude as well is a whole piece around self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, see where you've come, look at how you've grown over 2023, look at what you've learned, what you knew about your business and how to be a business owner at the beginning of the year compared to now, and just be really kind to yourself. We've talked a lot this month on Instagram about growth mindset, so that's sort of you're on this learning path, you're on this journey, and you've done so well to do everything that you've done for your business this year. So just give yourself a lot of kindness and, have some pride around that as well.
Definitely. And have appreciation for the clients that you have worked with. I mean, a lot in the birth and baby world, there's a lot of focus, isn't there, on like, oh, I didn't get as many clients as I want, or getting clients or filling those courses or filling those groups. And that's only normal because it's a fast churn because of the industry that we work in. But it is really important to kind of like just think, wow, like, look, I've got X amount of clients this year, or I helped X amount of people have the birth experience that they wanted to, or the breastfeeding experience that they wanted to. I helped them bond and connect with their babies through baby massage, and just sort of taking the time to really tune into that level of appreciation as well, I think is so important. And you also hit the nail on the head there about appreciation for what they might have discovered or learned about themselves throughout the year as well. We don't take stock of that, but we all learn so much when we're in business throughout the course of a year. And again, that kind of goes unnoticed. So that's absolutely a key point there for sure.
Yeah.
And then
so we're encouraging you to go back and reflect and be grateful, and just look after yourself a little bit at the end of this year. Come, like, how can you look after yourself? Like, how, I guess, kind of having a bit of a review. Like, did you look after yourself enough this year? Is are the hours you're putting into your business compared to how much you're perhaps compared to your family life, or I don't want to use the word, I'm really trying to avoid the word balance because I know we're not a big fan of the word balance, but it just keeps coming up into my mind about how, like, what do you need to review in a way that that is going to help your business to thrive and be sustainable over 2024. What might you want to keep hold of? What might you want to change? What are you going to do differently next year, but with a real focus on you as being key, obviously, for your business and for for the people in your life as well.
Yeah, definitely. And if this year has been very challenging, whether that's professionally, personally, or both, then also sort of tuning into those feelings of like, potentially it might be stress, it might be burnout, there might be a feeling of just feeling so done and over everything. And so really tuning into those things, and like you said, considering like why you might be feeling that, applying some self-compassion, taking care of yourself, like understanding that we in business, it's not like this, we are like this all the time. So giving yourself some space to feel those feelings, not allowing yourself to be stressed or burnt out, but allowing yourself to notice those things and to say, right, I'm going to need to step back for a little while, have a break. And then, if it feels right, to come back to it. For some people, they may well have reached the end of their road with their businesses, and that's okay as well. It might be something new waiting for you, something new and exciting.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. So I think in summary, what we're trying to say is try your best not to end the year with this sort of a negativity or a cloud. Even if you're feeling done now, spend some time on reflecting, going through your emotions and your feelings related to this, and really spend these last few weeks of the year thinking about what you might do differently next year.
Yeah, definitely. And as you said earlier, Anna, key is really the key to this is planning and feeling sort of in control of as in control you can of your time and of your business. And that all comes down to planning. And luckily we have a birth and baby business planner, which is available for purchase now. We'll put the link in the show notes. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I think that's going to be a really great tool for lots of birth and baby business owners to use to create the best year they've ever had in 2024.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that a lot more, but we're using it, we're loving it, and getting organized is a big part of our ethos, and just being focused on actually what it is you're trying to achieve as a business owner and for your business, and that's exactly what the plan is going to help you to do.
Definitely.
All right, well, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.